Hello, welcome to Rose City by Night. We took a week off just to figure things out. Hopefully, StreamYards doesn't shut us down midway through the show. And I'm going to hand it over to our storyteller, Jensen. How are you doing today?
All right. Hello, everybody. Hello, my wonderful players. Let's see how long this lasts. And yes, to recap what has happened. Ah, dear. The party, in its infinite wisdom, have raided a Camarilla Elysia. This is while being members of the Camarilla, air quotes. They killed the security guard. One of the members, yeah, I'm looking at you, Sean, decided to snack on said security guard. And one of the other members, yes, I'm looking at you, Patrick, decided to loot the Elysia. Yes. Then, and trust me, that part is just the beginning. Then, somebody in the group, whose name I will not mention, walked up to Patrick's car, spread a little chemical concoction onto the wheel, and when Patrick got into his car after they decided to leave the Elysia, oh dear God, the sodium, well, it hit the snow, because after all, it's November, it's Portland. From what I can tell, Portland only has two weather types, snow and rain. If I'm wrong, someone can tell me, but I don't think I am. So, said sodium hits the water, sodium superheats, and the tyre blows. The problem is, you see, is as we all know in cars, the petrol tank is generally in the back of the car, right above the wheel. So, yeah, Patrick's a little bit berserk and rather unhappy with the situation. Jezebel was left at the. Where did we leave her, guys?
She
We
was in
let
the
the
hotel.
Yeah, we let the werewolves eat her. No,
No,
I'm
we didn't
kidding.
let the girls eat
Hey,
her.
now.
We left her back at the hotel with my little party.
Okie dokie.
As long as this party,
And a bunch of young ladies, they're his personal ghouls. And Aiden. Aiden. I believe you was currently tracking Ryan to the best of your abilities. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, that sounds about right. I can't say I fully remember, but now I'm off strolling the streets, so why not?
Okay. It well, the good news is at this exact moment, no one's dead. This will likely be changing soon. I sense this. Right, the first person I'm going to deal with is Patrick. After all, he's currently berserk and howling like a banshee because his baby is now, well, dead. So, Patrick, I am in control of your character. Lucky you. You are roaring out your anger into the night. You kick a fire hydrant over, and of course, water goes shooting up into the air. Funnily enough, it's actually just cold enough that as it comes back down, it comes back down as snow. So technically, it's quite pretty. But Your rage consumes you. Every single vehicle you see, you are sure that he is in it. So you take off. Patrick, do you have celerity?
No.
Bonus. You are charging off after random cars snarling and growling. Unfortunately for you, although it is well known that vampires don't necessarily suffer from the cold as much as air-breathing scumbags, i.e. mortals, your rage begins to cool until you basically stagger to a stop in an alley. Your lungs are labored from trying to suck in air, even though you don't need to. Your beast was totally in control. There is nothing you could do about it. Now you realize you're cold, you're alone, and more importantly, your car is still dead. Yorkie, would you mind changing your character? Okay, hon. Would you mind changing your character's name to your... Well, sorry, would you mind changing your name to your character's name? If you notice everyone else has done that. Thank you very much.
Just trying to figure out how to do that.
Alright, and yeah, we'll put Ryan back in when it's appropriate. Well, I guess right now. Pinoy News $2 super chat. This is gayer than pride parades plus assless chaps. Well, fuck you too, Pinoy. Thank you for the $2 donation.
Well, Patrick, what are your plans? I mean, after all, you're freezing bloody cold. You're heartbroken because your baby is dead. And you know he's out there somewhere.
How far away am I from the car?
You have no idea. You just ran.
Okay, I'm gonna head towards the court and handle the off-screen stuff. Go ahead and go to everybody else. I'll be back in play in like an hour. Not an hour real time, but hour in game.
Yep, possibly anything up to 12 hours in real time with, you know, some people here. But back to the primary group. Aiden, I would like from you perception and alertness.
Okay.
Target. Please remember to adjust the target number or specs rating. The reason it's so high is because you're trying to find somebody who's A, in a car, and B, you're on foot in a snowstorm. So, yeah, good luck.
Well then, unfortunately, I have Auspex, I just don't have any points in it. So 4 dice. Let's see. 1 success.
Okay. You do actually spot him. He appears to be driving back to his shop. And, well, you have a job to do, I believe, don't you, Aiden?
Oh, indeed, indeed.
All right. Jez, as the one that doesn't know what's going on, you was left a note by the group saying that they'd be back later. But apart from 3 young ladies drinking extensively in the other room, and I mean they are really knocking it back, okay?
Well,
That is the only sound.
I'm going to join them and order myself a nice drink since I do have eat and drink.
Nice.
I'm going to order myself a very, very large shot of vodka and
Okay.
a Stardust IPA.
Okay, no problem. The obvious query is, are you going to be, how am I going to put this?
Snacking.
Borrowing. Mhm.
I'm going to
Borrowing
be
one of
taking
Dawn's-
advantage of a couple of said ladies, and then I plan to join the rest of the group.
Okie dokie. In that case, from you, Jez, I will require a stamina check, please.
Ooh, that's only a 2.
Okie dokie.
Can someone roll for me, please?
Doku, you got this covered?
I rolled 2 8s for her.
Oh, okay, even better. In that case, good news is you don't get drunk after feeding off of the young ladies. They appreciate the interaction. After all, when a vampire bites somebody, it produces absolute bliss in them. In most situations, there are a couple of clans that's not the case. But Sean and Tommy, to put it without wanting to be too offensive to Tommy, Sean, your car stinks.
Well,
Okay.
that's to be expected.
Yeah. And I mean this with nothing but love to Tommy, or possibly his lordship, depending on whether you want to use his apparent rank. But where are you two going? Because you're driving, so Tommy doesn't really get much choice.
We were heading back to the hotel. We were finished for the night. I think we've done
Okay,
enough damage.
Hold my beer. Right.
Let's just hope there aren't any more ghouls in the way.
It's okay. The Ghoul Slayer's not with you right now. That's right, Patrick. You're going to end up with that as your sub name if you're not lucky.
Well, in
But-
fairness, Sean finished him off.
That is true. That is true. How about that? The two brothers working together to defeat the evil ghoul. Positively heroic. Well, Jez, just as you're about to leave, you see two of your cough coterie mates come back in.
Wonderful. Then
Sean-
they can deal with the infectious bites that the women have now. Because I don't feel like dealing with it.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's going to be fun for sure. All right. And where are you going, Aidan? Theoretically, you'd be going back to the hotel as well because you'd be wanting to report in to the person that gave you this mission, yes?
I would, but on my way there, I'm just gonna leave a little note at a particular shop with a busted out window. And all it's gonna say is, "Where have you been? And you didn't invite me. Tisk, tisk, tisk." Just a little sticky note.
No problem.
All right,
Right.
Deadpool.
Time passes. And Patrick comes strolling back with what can only be described as a self-important little smirk on his face. It might be a good idea, Sean, to slap him around the face now to save time and effort instead of doing it.
Took you long enough.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. Where were you when my car was about to blow up, you cunt?
What? What happened to your car?
What happened to my fucking car? Like, you don't fucking know?
If I knew, I wouldn't be asking, would I?
You're a fucking cunt. You let my car catch on fire, didn't you, bitch? You always hated that car.
Quiet!
Fuck you.
If I had hated that freaking car, I'd have put 2 freaking bullets in it and you wouldn't have stopped me.
Oh, I'll fucking stop you. And I get right up in his face.
Get off. I'm gonna push him back. Not with any break. Just get back. What happened to the car? Explain to me what happened.
The fucking wheel caught on fire. How the fuck does that happen?
Do neither of you bitches know what quietness is?
Shut up, bitch. Anyway.
How does that happen? That's a good question.
I'm waiting for Kev to kill me.
When did that happen?
Well, as you were driving up the fucking road. You got a rear view mirror, right? You know how to look in it? Fucking idiot. Anyway.
What do you mean, rear view mirror? You took off because you had someplace else to go. You took a different turn. What do you mean? I need a rear view mirror.
You should be following me, you cunt.
I think it's the other way around.
No, just because you look older doesn't make you older. Just makes you more of a cunt.
I am older.
You old cunt.
No matter how you look at this, Patrick, I am older. Deal with it.
I'm sick of your bullshit. I really fucking am. But you know what? I did something. You're gonna like this. Remember comic book Dick?
What did you do?
Oh, this is great. I talked to the prince. Turns out that was, her Elysium. She wasn't too happy.
You went and talked to the prince.
Yes, it turned out well. Well, I mean, okay. I owe her a couple favors. I probably have to fucking lick her clit or some shit. Who fucking knows? But, you know...
owe her favors now.
What, to save your punk ass?
For what?
For, I don't know, eating her fucking guard in the fucking elevator?
He was dead anyway. You had killed him. Or did
You killed him. You ripped his throat out. Shut up. Follow along.
Finish the job, don't you think?
You know what? We're getting an audience here. They're all looking at us. Shut up, Sean.
Yeah.
Oh, you're telling me to shut up. I didn't start this. Explain to me what favors we have to do for the Camarilla now.
Whatever she asks.
Oh, you ass.
No, just follow along. Follow along. I told her that we thought it was a Sabat hangout, and douchebag from the comic store told us so. She ate it up. Lapped it up like a hungry hog. So fuck comic book guy, and we win. It's all good. I go to the fridge and grab a beer.
You have... sorry.
You realize comic book guy was offering us food and
Fuck comic book guy. He hates me. Fuck him. I take a drink of my
we're
beer.
here to do a job, and the job isn't, let's see how well we can sit up there and get along with the Camarilla, is it?
Well, you got
it. Because she's just thoroughly annoyed by this banter at this point in time, since these bastards don't know how to work quietest.
Oh.
Do you have something to say?
Yeah, did you
quit
activate?
being fucking kids. Yes, I said it 2 times. And then a 3rd time in front of both of them. I said it to each of them.
Yeah, well, to be honest, he is.
And that's when Dodge went, fuck you, bitch.
Well, it all goes silent in the room. No one can speak. It goes very quiet, in fact, positively unnaturally quiet. You can't hear anything from the outside. You can't hear yourself speak. Technically, Sean is probably going to get a willpower point back because he can't hear Patrick moaning. That's got to get him bonuses. Yeah.
Stop time. And oh, by the way, Jesus fucking Christ, guys. And yes, I do have true faith.
Yes. Do you wish to drop Quietus so as people can speak?
Now I will.
Sound returns.
And the shadows that were about to envelop her recede slightly.
Do we know she caused this?
No. No one knows about that ability of hers.
What is Jezebel doing right now?
Probably smirking.
Smirking and smoking.
Yeah, cool.
Well, since we're
I'll glare at you for just a little bit, and then we'll continue.
since we're in
What time
the,
of day is it?
well, since we're in the room, I'll drop my obfuscate.
Oh, yeah.
All right, mate.
Ah!
You
Who the fuck are you? oh, wait. Sorry, Tommy.
Oh shit!
All right, guys. Is there
And
any
I'll
time left to do anything else
question 1
tonight, or
hour.
is it just we're gonna have to wait out the sun?
It's a wait out the sun point as far as the ref's concerned.
So, well, I think we should just call it a day. We'll sit up there and see what happens tomorrow.
Where are the drunk girls at?
Where am I about that?
The young ladies are sitting there watching you guys, absolutely fascinated. They find this whole thing highly entertaining, and based on the aroma in the air that is not yet blocked by Tommy, you think if you light a match near the women, you'll blow out most of this hotel. Oh God, I shouldn't have said that. Doku's in game.
I'm just gonna
Am I
go back and lay down. I'll see you all tomorrow.
Okay. Patrick, you are. What are you doing?
I'm gonna leap in the middle of the bed the ladies are on. Hello, ladies.
And little does that I'm actually using chemistry, and it's all an illusion.
You have landed on the bed, Patrick. The pretty young ladies immediately lean over to you and are getting snuggly with you, I believe would be the correct term.
Are they really an illusion? That's fucked up.
And since I made both storytellers laugh, do I get it EXP?
Yes, you do. Congratulations.
Sweet.
But
That is
yeah,
the only. Hold up, 1 sec. That is the only bonus XP that you can get. I.e., you getting me to laugh only works once per session, but congratulations for getting it nice and early.
I'm fine with
All right.
that.
All right, Pat, off you go, mate.
yeah, no, and I'll wrap it up. So, spend the blood, gain the willpower, right?
Yep. Aiden, is your character going to say anything to Patty or not?
Oh, unbeknownst to everybody, I've been sitting in the corner of the room, watching and casually whittling a stick that I found on my way back with the little dagger I have, because I'm amused.
Okay. Well, the sun begins to rise. All Canaanites go to sleep. Yes, I know I'm making it sound like a nighttime story, but for some reason I find that quite entertaining as a concept for a bunch of vampires. The next day, every single one of you is awoken with an overwhelming, pretty much uncontrollable urge to go to court. Does anybody dare try to resist?
No, I figured we'd get a message with a nice little wax stamp on it, but that works. I go take a shower and get dressed and get ready for court. Nice suit. Yeah.
Well, Patty, since you brought the show in, I guess you're going to be the spokesman. Hope you're ready for it.
As I walk out, ready to go. I'm always ready, bro. Tap him on the back. Let's roll. Taking your car, obviously.
You. One thing I should point out, Patrick. The comfortable bed that you slept on was actually just a rolled up piece of carpet in the morning, and all of the women are on the opposite side of the room with the bed itself. Rather confusing.
Fucking gypsies.
Gypsy magic, baby. Gypsy magic.
Let's go, everybody. Let's get in the car.
Shouldn't we eat first, guys? And don't have efficient digestion as a group.
Are you really that hungry?
Sean's like, I don't want to do this.
What can you say? I'm ravenous.
Oh, if you're ravenous, here, have
God.
this. And I throw her one of the blood packs that we had.
That was terrible. I almost want to take away that XP for how bad the joke was. But I'm not going to because it was so bad I found it quite good.
Tommy, do you need one?
Yes, please. So, Jensen, can I spend the 5 blood now and regrow it, or will it still take a week?
Yes.
All right.
No, it's either or.
All right.
He's still missing his arm.
Yep, he was going to start being known as Lord Lefty.
So, how much blood do I get back for that blood pack?
1.
Oh, yeah.
No Capri Sun for me. I'm good.
Well, is there anybody that is not getting in the car?
Yeah, no, I'm walking.
Okay.
Screw it, I'm gonna walk too. I just fed.
Okay.
If they're going to walk, I mean, shouldn't we show up together?
Well, I certainly don't want to listen to you two bickering this whole time.
Well, and considering the situation, I've already...
You're on your own, guys. Not a problem. I'll get in the
Hey, I
car.
haven't pissed-
I assume, Tommy, you going to come with us, or you going to walk with these two?
I'll join you guys. I'll get in the car.
Shotgun.
Are you really going to let him in your car? The last one he got into nearly exploded. Think about this.
I debated
And he
it.
just called shotgun.
Why did he just call shotgun?
He's a child. That's why.
He was fanged as a child. He acts like a child. He still acts like a child.
Shut the fuck up, Sean.
Just get in.
I get in and I pull my gun out.
Then you wonder why we didn't want to be in the car with you.
It's
Even the
quite
milk was hard enough to get out of the car.
That actually kind of says something, doesn't it?
Hey, Aiden, hold still. I'm gonna shoot that hat off your head.
Be careful, it might light on fire.
I get in the car. Is Tommy in the car?
Yep.
Okay, we start to drive away.
Oh, do you? So now it's a moving shot. Okay. Gotta line it up right. What do I roll? I'm serious. I'm gonna shoot the hat off Aiden's head.
Don't shoot. What's wrong with you?
It'll be fun.
It's not fun for me.
Okay.
We gotta go deal with the court now, thanks to you, and you want to add something else to this?
I'm not gonna shoot him.
Right.
Oh, I lost my window. God damn it, Sean.
All right, we drive to the court.
Yes, you do. Well, this part will only apply to Patrick, Sean, and Tommy. When you get to the court, things look a little different. All of the guards appear to be armed and they have them at the ready. Everybody going in is being stripped of their weapons. Is anyone going to try and stop this occurring?
I leave my weapons in the car.
That's fine.
I'll hand over my weapons to them. Take care of them.
You are handed a chit for your weapons.
Okay.
Tommy?
Oh yeah, I also hand my weapons in.
Okay. Well, as you guys have about half hour before those two turn up, well, Patrick knows what's going on, but I will have a perception and empathy roll from Sean and Tommy. Please target 6.
I don't have anything in empathy.
Target 8 for you then.
Perception, you said.
Yes.
You said perception, didn't you?
Yes, perception and empathy.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. No success.
I got 3 successes.
Well, shock horror, the Nosferatu manages to gather more information. I'm not actually stunned here. Okay, Tommy. This is what you managed to pick up. This is not with you actively talking to anyone. It's just listening, watching, observing. Someone has pissed off the prince. She is incensed. She is freaking furious. She is looking at every group of people that come in with an eagle eye, almost like she's waiting for somebody specifically. Okay.
Does that happen to be? Well, if it was any of us, would have already been shot by now.
I'm gonna walk into the area she's actually in. Are there tables over to the right or left where the ghouls are? I'm gonna go over there and have a seat and just keep an eye on the room.
Okay.
So, where's the sheriff at?
Ah, yes. The sheriff. She. Well, it's kind of a little bit weird for you, Sean, because you sat in your little car with her, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Who's that sitting next to the prince in the sheriff's chair? You have no idea who it is.
Okay, I'm looking for the primoger.
Yes, the various primogen are there, and they are all looking nervous. Is probably the best way I can describe the mood of the court.
So I don't. Do I see the? What was her name again? The girl that I met with the that took us to the or gave us the name of the.
Yes.
And is she there looking nervous?
She's there looking curious, actually. Very much more of a what is going on expression on her face. And the person you're talking about, her name is Marie.
Marie, that's right. Okay, I'll just kind of hang back because I'm letting Patrick lead this shit show.
You may well regret those words. You do understand that, don't you?
It's the way it is.
Okay. Well, Jez, Aidan, you make it to the court. No one killed you. It's a miracle.
Not really. We're both kind of crazy, and I'm kind of slutty, so
Fair point.
no reason
Fair
to
point.
actually mess with us.
Well, again, you notice that this place is very much locked down tight. The gypsy blood in your character says, I don't want to go in there, but you are still affected by the summons. And Aidan, everything about your being says going in there is going to be bad. But again, pulled in by the summons.
I glance over to Jezebel. I don't say anything, but it's that kind of side of the eye, oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me type of look.
Okay. For no apparent or logical reason, you can picture Patrick in your mind. Right.
I want to use one step ahead for wits and fortune telling to see exactly why I've got this bad gut feeling. So,
Okie dokie.
roll me 4 dice.
You get the impression that it's hanging around the two brothers that's giving you that feeling.
Yeah. Well, please roll wits and fortune telling at target 8, and I will tell you. Well, let's see how well you do.
You said
Alright.
4 dice?
No, 5. I didn't actually count my fortune telling dice.
Alright. Well, you got 1, 2, 3. Oh. 5. Does that mean she gets a bonus?
In fortune telling?
Yes, she does.
Yeah, you got 2 10s and a 9.
Okay. Well, you quickly center yourself and read the fortunes of what's going on. And the first image that goes through your mind is actually one that scares you. Fire. Today, somebody is going to burn. and it's someone connected with your group, but you don't know who. Though you're sure, you're actually fairly confident it's not you.
Okay.
Right, at the main door, the guards demand all of your weapons. Does anybody try and do anything silly? I'm looking at you, Aiden.
I hand them what looks to be a whittled figurine. It might be like what a Malkavian would think a Greek goddess should look like, and a hat.
Okay. No
hand
weapons, though. Aiden?
Sorry, what was that? I couldn't hear you.
No, you don't hand over any weapons, no?
No.
Oh, Jesus.
I
Okay.
hand over 3 throwing knives,
Okay.
but I keep my dagger hidden.
Okay. I would like a wits plus subterfuge roll from you, Jez, to hide the dagger so as they don't spot it.
All right, and I'm going to use 1 step ahead.
Yep.
That's 4, and subterfuge is 3, so 7.
Nice.
Somebody could roll for me, please.
I got you. Yeah, you got 5 successes.
Okay. You feel that you have hidden the weapons very well, Jez. I will be quite blunt. Now, Aiden, are you carrying any weapons on you?
I have. Well, it's a dagger. It's hidden in my boot. But it's not exactly a very large dagger. It's what I was using to whittle the stick with.
Yep. I would like you to roll wits and subterfuge, please.
Well, that's gotta suck.
Because you don't have subterfuge, right?
No, I don't.
That's target 8 then.
Alright. Well,
What kind of street urchin doesn't have subterfuge?
I know. I'm shocked myself.
This one.
the Malkavian kind. And I rolled 2 10s and a 3.
Okay. You are also confident that you have hidden the weapon well enough. Now, Doku, if it's all right, I'm going to get Dodge to put you into the background for now and bring up Ryan. Okay?
Gotcha.
Dodge? Oh, cool. Thank you. Ryan.
Yes.
Hello. You were summoned to the court. By definition of the power, you basically set out straight away. Literally, you woke up. You were allowed to put on some clothes, splash your face with water, and head straight to.
If I manage to, I will grab a gift from the back room.
Okay.
One of my books that I have for sale there, that I think she might like, I add to the stuff that I'm going to do. I basically prepared a gift package as quick as possible before I go.
All right. Let's see. Well, same thing I pointed out to all of the others. You get there, the guards at the door ask for any weapons you're holding. Do you have any weapons?
I have a revolver, but I hand that one over.
You are given a chit.
Yeah, I pocket it.
Right.
Part of the reason is because I have other ways to fight, but at least showing the symbol of me actually handing over a weapon, it tends to put them at ease.
Yep, that is true. Right, everybody. The prince rises to her feet. Her eyes are blazing in anger. No, they've not turned red, but you can see the fury from her. In fact, even those that don't have empathy can sense it. It's that expressive from her. Last night, she pauses, takes a breath. Our modern art exhibitions at the museum were attacked. The guard was killed, and the emergency supply of blood is missing. A gasp rises from the entire court. People start looking around in great concern, actually. They really are quite worried. And it was not the fact that the Elysia was attacked, it was the fact that the blood was missing. I have been informed who attacked the Elysia. Patrick and Sean, Lord Tommy, step forward.
Okay.
I do.
Look, I guess we all come forward.
Tommy?
Yeah, I come forward as well.
Okay, I just need it confirmed, that's all. Right. These were the people that attacked my court. Everybody in this court is glaring at you guys. Yeah, Patrick, the urge to drop Shroud of Darkness is strong with this one. Okay?
The shadows from the corner of the room whip around one of the people and then recede. I don't even need to spend a blood for that. It's shadow dancing.
Yep. Well, she looks at you, Patrick. Step forward.
I step forward and I kneel. One knee.
Tell the court what happened last night.
I was informed that your Elysium was a Sabbat headquarters. I was informed by that man, and I rise and I point at Ryan. Right before he kicked me out of his establishment, he sent me on that wild goose chase. I have your blood. We will provide it, right, Sean?
Yes.
Yes, you will. She looks at Ryan. Care to explain yourself?
I am actually a bit surprised over him blaming me for his actions, when the only discussion I and him had is him shooting in the window of my shop before I even got to do as you directed, my prince.
I see. Well, unfortunately, my dear Tremere, your clan is rather well known for its deceptive deviousness. But in the interests of the rule of law, I shall call upon Primogen Marie to step forward. At this point, the Ventru Primogen is now coming over and standing next to you, Patrick.
Okay.
Doing,
I'm not
doing
even
anything?
gonna at her. I'm just gonna keep.
This is not gonna go over well. Okay, yeah, alright, back in. I look over at Marie, and I just stay silent.
Give me your hand. She places her left hand palm up and her right hand above it. She looks like she's going to hold your hand with both hands.
Isn't this Elysium? Aren't powers
Yes.
forbidden here?
Normally, are you saying this?
Yes.
Normally, this would be the case. But she has special dispensation. She is our truth sayer. Here we pause while at least two of the party are probably going, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap.
Yep.
Oh, in that case, three of the party.
No, actually, this is somewhat expected, and I'm just going. Well, at least I got to see my brother before we went out.
I clear my mind utterly, and I clasp her.
That wasn't very nice, Sean. I heard you statically say that didn't take him long.
Matter of fact, I don't clear my mind completely. I start to think about Gilligan's Island. I just start replaying the episodes of Gilligan's Island in my head.
Okay.
3-hour tour.
Aidan raises his hand. The prince looks at him. Yes? Would you mind swapping... In fact, would you mind swapping Tommy for Aidan at this point, Dodge?
Okay, testing.
Receive.
All right. As this is going on, rather nervous. Bad things are going on. Aiden steps forward, hand raised. Acknowledged by the prince, I bow.
Yes.
I don't have a hat to tip, unfortunately.
Nope.
My lordship, might I suggest a different course of action? Something that might be beneficial to the court as a whole, and teach these two, from one hooligan looking at two other hooligans, perhaps a more beneficial lesson.
I will hear you, Malkavian, but the judgment will be mine.
As would be your position, how about, well, since there seems to be a problem when it comes to blood, and according to what I've heard here with these two, you don't seem to like the Sabbat very much. I'm sure there's a supply of blood that you could acquire for your court. Why not make them prove their loyalty and allegiance to you by going and making sure that that blood supply well, belongs to you, and a situation like this does not arise again, where everybody seems so nervous.
Interesting. I will take that under advisement. Thank
My
you,
lady.
Arcadian.
I bow and step back.
Okay. Jez, did you say something?
Yes, my lady. If
She looks
you
at
would,
you.
if your grace would be kind enough to spare these two ignorant fools that claim to be vampires. As much as I hate to give in any of my trade secrets, assuming that you don't already know it, I would be willing to teach you how to efficiently digest all of your blood, which would mean that your people would have a lot more.
I'm looking at shock at her.
Yeah.
Oh God, you're gonna be hung upside down with tubes running out of you. I'm still thinking about Gilligan's Island.
Okay. Okay. Jez, I just want to ask you something. On your merits, did you by any chance, and please say yes to this, did you happen to take common sense?
No.
They're really bugger. Okay.
Well,
The entire court starts paying you all of the attention. The prince walks down from her lofty chair, comes over to you and sniffs the air around you. That explains quite a lot. We will discuss this when I am done. She turns and goes back up to her seat, arranges her dress, sits down. The Ventru Primogen takes your hand, Patrick, places her other hand over it. I am a truth sayer. Your words will be known to me if they are lies. What happened last night, Patrick?
I went to the comic book store. I got into an altercation. I talked to Ryan. I shot his window. We then proceeded to your Elysium.
Hey, don't forget you broke my frickin' car.
Yes, I
Silence.
broke your car. Shut up, Sean.
Continue, Patrick.
The guard wouldn't let me in. I punched him a little too hard. We tried to revive him. We did. My brother frenzied. He sunk his teeth in. Not knowing where I was, I searched the area looking for any information because I'm new to the city. I need to know. I took a few documents. If you want them back, I will provide them. We cleaned up the mess. We left. My car was sabotaged. I was left on the side of the road. My car was lit on fire. I almost blew up. eye frenzied. I chased cars like a damn hound. It was
That's
ridiculous.
enough information. Why did you go to Aralesia and raid it? Before you
wait,
answer,
out of character. Do I get to roll subterfuge here? I gotta do something. You and I both
First
know
of
I'm lying here out of character. So what do I roll?
you roll absolutely nothing until you shut up and let me speak. Thank you. First thing I need from you is a perception and alertness roll. Make that, and then we'll go from there.
I'm glad that it's him rolling.
Yeah, I thought, to give you guys a possible chance of success, I wouldn't get you to do it.
3.
She winked at you.
Ryan sent us there. He said it was a Sabat hangout. And I just let the words hang. I stop.
She stiffens. Her eyes roll back in her head. He speaks truth, my prince. She lets go of your hands, Patrick, and she walks towards Ryan. She places her left hand out and her right hand next to it and requests your hand, Ryan.
I offer her my hand.
She places her hand over yours. How do you plead with this accusation?
I did not speak to him about any Sabbat. I never had a chance to even do, because he shut my window and that was the end of our conversation. I only did as the prince asked me to. Only Patrick was the only one I didn't get to share the information that the prince wanted me to share.
Her eyes roll back in her head. She twitches and shudders slightly more extensively than she did with Patrick. She lets go of your hand. He lies. She turns and walks away from you and goes back to her seat. The prince looks down on you. It very, very clearly comes to you, Ryan. You have been sold out.
Is there anything?
Ryan.
Here's a question, okay?
Yeah.
My status and influence with the Tremere, is that helping me at this point?
No, the Tremere have turned away from you and well, not that you can read their minds, but each one of them is planning on who's going to take over your business.
What a bunch of assholes.
Oh, goodies.
Yeah. The prince looks at you. The truthsayer has seen the deception within you. You are obviously a spy for the Sabbat. You will be given 24 hours to get out of my city. If you are seen in this city from that moment onwards, a red book is handed to her by the seneschal. She writes something in it. As she does, everyone here gets an image of Ryan's face. And then she says, yes, the red book, Tommy. And then she says, you will be blood hunted. Anybody that wishes to feed upon you, even unto soul death, will be given permission this one time. 24 hours. She looks over at the seneschal, who tells her the exact time to the second, and she writes that in the book, slams the book shut. It's almost like a gunshot sound as it echoes throughout the court. Then all eyes go to Ryan. All vampires here lick their lips. And this does apply to the party as well. I should leave if I was you, the prince says to you. What do you do, Ryan? No, Tommy, you don't actually have lips, but you lick your fangs instead, savouring the possible taste of usurper blood upon your tongue. And yes, you do have a tongue.
I just want to make it known that as Aiden is looking at Ryan, I might be licking my lips, a fang might be extended, but I'm also smiling.
I'm just going to bow before the prince before I start heading back to my shop.
Okay.
The
good-
tip, sir.
The good news is, Ryan, no one will touch you for 24 hours. But in 24 hours and 1 second, that's when bad things happen.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yes?
Before he runs off, can I roll for appearance and vamp, which I've got sultry and seduction in? I need
Okay.
somebody to roll 8 dice for me to convince him to stay.
Oh, that's dirty. I like it. Aiden.
Mhm.
And Ryan, you want to get ready with whatever you've got as your willpower. Aiden, 8 dice, please.
Alrighty. Standard target, I assume?
Target 6.
1, 2, 3, 4. 6.
6 successes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan, did you roll your willpower? Ryan? Just want to check the rest of you can hear me, yeah?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Okay. Well,
Can I just guess it's willpower 5?
I have absolutely no idea what his character's willpower is. So, in this situation, as he's not speaking, I'm going to say he succeeds. Hello?
Hello, sorry, it's been a bit issue with getting the mic to speak up. I got
Okay.
6 successes.
Okay. And you got 6 successes as well, didn't you, Aiden?
Correct. So 6 for 6?
Yep. It goes to the defender, which is Ryan. The young lady attempted to persuade you to stay, but you managed to tear yourself away and leave the court with some alacrity, as you truly believe that everyone here wants to eat you.
Yeah.
What are your plans for the rest of this night? Because technically, your part of this game is done until the 24-hour period clicks over. So you said you was going back to your shop. What are your plans?
The plan is to clean out the back room, then I clean out the bar. I remove a few bricks here and there and replace them with sodium bricks.
Okay.
And then I send a message to nearest anarch princess and the free press about the events happening here before I get
No
my
problem.
goals and leave. We're heading for the nearest anarch safe spot.
That would actually be back across the bridges and going to Vancouver, Washington.
Yep, I will go there then. I expect that whichever premier taking over the place is going to become a nice bonfire whenever the sprinkler system gets activated.
No problem. All right.
How exactly are you going to drive all the way out before the sun comes up?
What we're going to do is Ryan is going to roll me 1d10, and that's how long it takes him to pick up his bits and pieces. So, Ryan, 1d10, please.
A 2.
Okay, very quick. In that case, he's got somewhere in the region of 8 hours to get barely a few miles. So, yes, he will be able to escape. Unless people wish
Okay.
inhibit
Okay,
him.
well, Ryan, I'm gonna fade you out and fade Tommy back in because he's still in the court. Anything else you want to declare before I do so?
Oh yeah, one more thing. I'm sending one of my girls to pick up my ward.
Okay.
All right. If you want to join the chat, I think you could join the chat, or you could wait in the back room. Are we gonna need him back on for the last hour, or should he just jump in the chat?
Truth be told, unless you guys are planning on blowing the entire rest of the day, he is unnecessary for the game at this point.
All right. Sorry, Keen, but I'm gonna put you in the back room. If I was you, I'd probably jump in the chat. There's still the Discord game. Don't worry, you're not dead there. And you're not dead here either. You could come in later. So, take it easy. And Tommy is back. There you go, Jensen.
Thank you very much. Welcome back, Tommy. Right. Although you wasn't here to do that much, was there anything you would actually like to have going on? I mean, after all, that guy is a blood hunt. You don't know what generation he is. He might be useful to you, and if nothing else, he's got blood. Are you sure you want to let him get away without, I don't know, animalism, send a rat to keep an eye on him, cloak, creep after him? Well, you're Nosferatu. There's dozens of ways you can do this.
Yeah, I think we'll end up bumping into him again at some point. But
Okay.
Are there any other Nosferatu around
Yes.
that aren't cloaked?
Yeah. Yes.
How many of them?
Well, there's like 3 or 4, but you recognize one of them as Mouse, the individual you met in the sewers. Do you remember?
Oh, yeah.
He's there. He nods politely to you, my lord.
I nod back. Mouse.
So it seems we have had a traitor here for a long time. Interesting.
Well, it doesn't shock me that it's Tremere.
He chuckles to himself. No. I completely agree with you. Those usurpers deserve anything that happens to them. Perhaps if you are planning on going for the prize, you might want to come and discuss things with me in my haven when you are done here.
I don't really. I don't really have any interest in chasing him down unless he decides to stay where he's not wanted.
I actually would like to send my raven, if that's a possibility.
Yeah? Where are you sending it?
But she had that raven sat on her shoulder this whole time.
After Ryan. I've been waiting for a break in the conversation. I didn't want to interrupt.
Sorry.
And yeah, in all fairness, several Noz here actually keep rats with them. The gangrel, well, the gangrel, that's all I'm going to say. So, yeah, if you're a clan that has animalism, it's actually considered very common for you to actually have an animal with you.
Yeah, well, that's the raven that's in my profile picture next to my head.
Yep.
Remus.
Okay. So,
I want to follow Ryan. We don't have to go after Ryan right now, but
no problem.
want him scouted.
Right. Now, the other problem. Because you see, this was all created, and at one point, this was where you guys would have been able to walk away and there'd be no problems. Unfortunately, that's no longer the case. As Jez is requested by the prince to step into her office with her. Would like to speak with you.
Only if Aiden can join. I trust the Malkavian.
You're gonna try and put conditions to the prince?
Yup. Not my prince.
Upon hearing this, smiling at the prince, Prince, Princess, Mistress, Holy One, whatever you so desire me to call you, might I be allowed a word?
Yes, you may. Do you wish this word to be in private?
A private conversation would be preferred, but might I say something for all to hear? And this is coming from the one that you all consider to be crazy, even though I know there's some amongst you that would consider us to be actually rather insightful. It's for you to decide, Prince.
Speak. Enlighten us with your words.
I assume that we're able to slink off the stage and get into the background.
If that's what you would like to do, yes. You guys.
Exactly what I'm planning on doing now. And then slowly, I'll make my way over to Maria. Let me know when I get there. I'm not in any hurry.
Okay. Patrick.
I'm with Sean.
Tommy.
So, are they all? So them lot all buggering off now.
They are heading towards the Ventru section of the court.
I'll wait for when they're done, and I'll go meet with them. I'll just keep interacting with the Nosferatu. Might as well
Okay.
get the rest of my clan.
All
Oh
right.
boy.
So I step forward, only one step, and I bow. Prince, court, I'm not going to pretend to know what it is you have intended, but might I offer just a small suggestion? Isn't knowledge something very valuable? After all, you can only slaughter a pig once, but knowing how to raise a pig brings you plenty of pigs to slaughter. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes. Why this talk of slaughter? The only person that is to be slaughtered is the traitor.
Oh, and he won't be the first, and he will not be the last. No, that is not what I speak of. What I speak of is, wouldn't it be more beneficial to you, to me, to everyone gathered here, to make sure that we have the knowledge, the advantage, and anything and everything that so stands before us be wiped out systematically and thoroughly with no quarter, no mercy, no sympathy? Wouldn't you agree, Prince?
Yes. Do get to your point. I'm dying of old age. That gets a bit of a chuckle throughout the court.
Then my point would be, allow me to accompany this one. I believe she said her name was Jezebel. I'll shadow her for you. I believe she is quite an interesting source of knowledge. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, I would. Why do you think I want to speak with her in private?
Then I humbly ask your permission to be her shadow. I will give my life for hers if you so value hers so much.
Nonsense. There will be no life.
It's a
given.
service to the prince, not you, gypsy. And I smile.
Aiden, roll charisma and expression.
All right, 7 dice. It's usual target.
I agree, Sean. Usual target, yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I did very good.
Oh, you will be allowed to go with them. All right. I will deal with you two shortly. First of all, I'd like to deal with the others, if that's okay. Sean, you make it over to Maria. She looks at you. Hello, cutie.
Hey, seems like I'm going to be visiting your establishment a little earlier than I had thought.
You are always welcome.
So, you wouldn't mind delivering the rest of the blood we found to the prince, would you?
For you? She idly traces along your chin with her fingertip. Certainly. Anything.
Very
to
well.
help,
I'll if you don't
fine
mind,
member.
I'm going to step out and make a phone call.
Of course. Just make sure you pop by.
I will
Well.
definitely see you later tonight.
Mm-hmm. Well, Patrick, anything you want to say?
Yeah, I'm gonna lean close to her ear and say, I know I owe you one. Just ask when you need the favor. And then I'm gonna nod and walk away.
She sniffs at you slightly, smiles, and says, Of course.
I'm gonna head over towards Mouse and Tommy. I need to meet this mouse person.
I'm going to step out. I want to call the girls to bring the blood over and to deliver it to her place, Maria's place.
Yep.
1990, you need to find a phone booth or find a phone in the court.
I'm assuming the court would have a phone available.
There will, but I do actually have to check one thing. Did you remember to write down the number of blood that you captured? Because I did actually give you an amount.
Yes, I did.
Cool. And did you cross off the blood that was given to Tommy?
Yes, I did.
Awesome. Awesome. Brilliant. That's perfect. Thank you very much for doing that. In fact, do you know what? Have half an XP just for doing the right thing there. Thank you. No, a reward for doing the right thing is how it should be. So, Paddy, you go over to the Nosferatu. Mouse is looking at you suspiciously. Are you back, Tommy?
Yeah, I just got back.
Okay. Who's your friend, Lord Thomas?
Oh, it's my friend Patrick.
Hi, how are you? Put out my hand, but when I do, and I want Mouse to notice it, the shadows just whip across Mouse's face slightly, recede, and do it again.
He twitched each time it happens. He most definitely saw what you did.
How are you? And I have a big shit-eating grin on my face.
I am fascinated. Do you want to mute, Dodge? Thank you. I am most fascinated to meet somebody who appears to be blessed by the gods. Your luck. Well, perhaps I'll need to keep one of my eyes on you.
Look at the Irish.
Ah, you have kissed the Blarney Stone. You know, I've heard rumors about that. One day I must take a look myself.
So, you're, one of the Primogen on the court, right?
Yes, Primogen of the Nosferatu. And Harpy of the court.
I look a bit puzzled at a Nosferatu being a harpy.
Yeah.
Intriguing. How'd you get that position? Your amazing good looks?
He smirks. No. It's my sparkling personality. And he leans closer, and the waft of sewer goes over you. Your hair actually feels dirty.
Stunning, I'm sure. Now, I know I just had a brush with death. Obviously, the whole court saw it. But, what's a guy gotta do around here for work?
Well, Shadow Weaver. Normally, they would go to their primogen and apply for work. Your particular problem, perhaps you and I can work things out. Are you the sort of stuck-up little... He pauses. High clan that is unwilling to meet in my terrain?
I would be grateful to go to your haven. Humbled, as a matter of fact.
Did anyone else hear the pain?
Lord Thomas. Go on.
I was just saying, did anyone else hear the pain in his voice just then?
Oh, yeah. Lord Thomas, would you be so kind as to escort the Shadow Weaver to my haven at a time most suitable for you? Of course, Lord.
Sure thing, Mouse.
I thank you. Unfortunately, I must take part in my second job as Harpy. It was interesting meeting you, Patrick. Lord Thomas, please. I look forward to seeing you in my haven. He bows to Tommy, nods his head to you, Patrick, and swans off being a harpy. Talking to people about the things that have happened. At the end of the day, being a town crier is probably another appropriate description of his job.
Yeah, I nod back as he walks away, and then I'll lean against the wall and smoke a cigarette. Wait on Sean, whatever he's doing.
All right, Sean, you have called in your young ladies. They will be delivering it to the Mercy. But what are you up to?
Well, at this point, I'm going to head back. I'm going to walk over to the Ventru area, but way in the back. And if there's a seat, I'll take a seat at a table.
Oh, yes, there is. It's incredibly civilized in this area.
I have a question. What
Nice.
to the broads that got the infected bite from me?
What about them, huh?
Are they the ones bringing the car?
Yes,
That could be trouble.
I know.
Well, actually, doesn't she have to roll a couple dice to see if they actually caught anything? Because it's like 1 in 10, isn't it? That they actually catch something from the bite.
She doesn't roll, I do. And I already have.
Okay, sorry, Jensen. My bad.
All right, not a problem. All right. Sean comes back into the room. Patrick and Tommy see him. And what do you guys want to do? Because otherwise, you guys' game is sort of done for now. I'm going to go and deal with Jez and Aiden.
Well, if we're going to be done for the night, because there's only 25 minutes left, and that might be their whole part, then I guess we head back to the hotel, right, Sean?
But at this point, we're just going to wait to see whether or not these two leave. They are a part of a coterie, so I'm going to stick with these guys. I will tell you if you want to head back.
No, I'll wait, but I'm going to wait on the other side of the room at the Nosferatu area, leaned against the wall.
That's fine.
You do feel others around you, but you don't see them. Right. Aiden, Jezebel, you are invited into the prince's private chambers. The sheriff comes with her. What do you two do? You could, after all, make a break for it. Run.
No,
No?
I'd rather sit down in the beautiful, lovely red leather chair that she has in front of her desk.
Oh, yes. This is an incredibly richly appointed area. One thing you notice, actually, out of the corner of your eye, behind one of the portraits on the wall, you notice something unusual. It appears to be a poster for a film, though you can't see what it is because it's covered by the portrait and the frame. Okay?
Interesting.
Yeah, actually, I have given you guys an exceptionally useful piece of information that might be worth you investigating at some point. But right now, the sheriff is standing at the back of the room while you two are sitting at the main desk, and of course the prince sits in her seat. Her eyes haven't left you, Jez. You've possibly pulled. So, you have efficient digestion, do you?
Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. But you seem to be a woman of your words, so I suppose I'll oblige and answer your question. Granted, no harm comes to me or my comrade.
I have no intention of harming either of you. In fact, your continued well-being is... As she sniffs the air again, most interesting to me.
Oh,
All right.
I'm glad you find me interesting at the very least.
So, young man, who is she to you that you would put your life upon the line for her?
Well, to answer that question, it's I look at the sheriff, and I look back at the prince. It's almost kind of the same thing that happened when I very first met your friend there and then you. she somehow seems to know me, as do you, and I don't seem to remember it, but I do find it all to be very intriguing, and I like to be an observer.
I see. Voyeur. Interesting. She looks back at Jez. Are you sure you want him here?
I'm positive. As crazy as he is, he's the only one that I trust.
She
Just
nods.
because I'm loyal does not mean that I'm trusting.
She nods her head slowly. So, little Malkavian, are you so blessed with the
Oh.
blood?
If only I were so blessed. But, Prince, ever since we met that fateful night when your companion brought me to meet with you, I knew you were going to ask me to come to court, and there has been a question that I have wanted to ask you in private for quite some time now, because, it's hard to sleep. Would you so indulge me?
You may ask your question. I do not claim that I will necessarily answer it, but you have permission to ask.
Oh, permission is more than enough of a privilege. And if you don't answer, then I'll just have to prove my value to you even more. Because I
One
think
sec.
you know.
One sec. She mumbles a word. Do either of you two speak Arabic?
I don't.
No.
Okay. Just needed to know. She looks at you. I'm waiting.
So, Prince, you said I looked familiar.
Yes.
Do you know from where?
A long time ago, before I was granted this city, I was an actress.
Quite interesting. You
You
know,
remind me of somebody that I saw once.
quite interesting indeed. Well then, Prince, I will be honest with you and share in your, trusting the Malkavian.
She snorts slightly.
The reason that I'm willing to stick by the gypsy over here is because she said something quite similar, and to be honest with you, I do have some vague memories, perhaps dreams, of a time that I don't quite remember, and I do not remember how I got turned. I have been trying to figure out who not my master now, of course, as she is sitting before me, but who's the one that gave me this blessed gift?
Your sire. Well, given your clan's proclivities, you could quite literally be anybody's. I will allow you to investigate your family connections within my city. Aren't I generous?
Well, dear Prince, I promise to protect this one with my life. Might I ask one more favor from you, if you are feeling so generous?
You are starting to try my patience, young one. But ask.
If you ever remember anything, or if I ever remind you of anything, if you would be so kind as to share it with me, if I ever remember a play, or a song, or a tune, or a jingle, all you have to do is ask, and I will perform anywhere, anytime.
The only thing I remember about you, she says, tapping her almost perfect chin. And this is going to sound strange. Elephants.
Fantasia?
My character freezes a little bit.
I don't know why. Maybe I saw you at a theatre and, as the young lady said, it was Fantasia. Maybe it was a circus, maybe a zoo, maybe a rich person's home, I know not. But when I look at you, and a definitely twisted smile appears on her face, I think elephants.
My sweetest prince.
Aiden
Maybe
bows.
that's why you look so familiar to me.
Aiden bows deeply and says nothing.
Okay. Have you
circuses?
Have you trod the boards, young lady? In case you, the player, don't know the reference, that's a term for being an actor.
No. Well, I act as if I'm human.
We all act as if we are human.
No, I was in the circuit, I suppose you could say.
She glances over at Aiden, glances back at you, says another very short sentence in Arabic. Well, a fellow entertainer. You are not to leave my city. Do you understand?
I suppose if you are requesting as opposed to demanding.
Oh no.
More than something I can acquiesce to.
I am demanding that you do not leave this city.
May I ask why?
I thought you was going to teach me.
I am teaching you. And
Precisely.
you alone.
Oh yes.
I always pay my debts. Don't worry.
Good. You may leave.
I have nowhere better to be. Would you happen to have a nail anywhere around these parts?
Could you repeat that, please? I'm sorry, I didn't hear it properly.
Said I don't have anywhere better to be. Would you happen to have an ale anywhere around these parts?
Go and speak to the ghouls. They deal with the food and drinks. The Assamite sheriff opens the door and
I bow graciously and say, "Thank you, my prince." Sorry, I wanted to get that out before it was too late.
Yep, no problem. Do you leave, Aiden?
Aiden stops bowing and turns without looking. What's your favorite play? Mine was always Carmen.
Midsummer Night's Dream.
Oh,
I always wanted to play Titania.
oh. A fan of the Fae, are we? I always thought vampires hated Fae.
Titus Andronicus.
Well, Prince, if you ever remember anything that you think would be pertinent information,
Of course. And the... Sorry, just laughing at what Sean just put in chat. You are escorted out of the prince's room. She stays where she is, and the sheriff stands guard at the door after seeing you two on your way. Now, Sean, Tommy, Patrick, they're still alive, and they've come out of the room.
Okay, well, let's head back, guys. I'll go and collect Tommy and Patrick and pick them up and get in the car and head back to the hotel.
Okay.
Sorry, guys, I've got to stick around at the bar.
Okay. Sean, looks like Jezebel's staying here.
That's
Aiden?
well, I did tell the prince I was gonna shadow Jezebel. I think she would be rather pissed if I left.
Okay. Tommy?
I'll go with Sean and Paddy.
Okay, and finally, the troublemaker of the group. No, not you, Aiden.
I want to go rob a liquor store.
Where have I heard that before? I can't think.
I'm kidding. I head back to the hotel.
Okay.
Well, what do we find at the hotel?
Well, what we find at the hotel is that this is where the game will stop, and I will hand out XPs. You are treated as being in a secure location for sleeping purposes, dependent on anything that happens. Aiden and Jeff are in the court and technically are safe there. So, well, who shall we start? Let's start with Patrick today. Patrick. Well, Mr. Devious, Mr. Incredibly Lucky, Mr. Somehow able to lie to a truth-sayer. Aren't you impressive, sir?
Yeah, I don't know what I owe this Vetru, but it's gonna be big, isn't it?
Quite possibly, yes. Well, I will have you have 4 points. You got an extra bonus for dealing with a enemy.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Tommy,
Mm-hmm.
you have been given a mission. You have seen how corrupt this court may well be. And, well, you got the pleasure of watching a Tremere is going to be blood hunted. You may have 3 XPs.
Thank you.
Sean,
Mm-hmm.
somehow they're not all dead. Well done. For that and that alone, you may have 3.5.
Okay.
Right. Isabel. Let's see now. You may have 4, and Aidan, you may have 3.5.
Okie doke.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to put Tommy out and bring Ryan in to give Ryan its XP time. So be ready to write it down.
Thank you. Are you ready, Ryan?
Sure.
You might be thinking, why the hell am I being given XPs? Because you're not dead. Therefore, you deserve XPs for what has happened. Now, you get the 2 as standard. You have also witnessed the corruption within this court. I'm going to give you 3.5 XPs. I think you deserve it.
Okay.
And remember, you're still you were never in the coterie, so you're still one of the other players, and you will be coming back. I doubt the next episode. It'll probably take a week or 2, but you will be back. So write those XP down, and I don't know, guys. What do you think? Did it go well?
It went well for some of you and not necessarily as well for others. But before anybody starts saying how nothing particularly happened, and that in what way did this advance the game? Oh, it advanced the game just in ways that you guys haven't seen yet.
All right. Well, I don't know if we're gonna be doing it on Tuesday next week. We might have to change the day because of scheduling difficulties. So keep an eye out for the next Rose City by Night. We will be doing one next week. I just don't know what day yet. I do want to keep it at noon though because our storyteller here is over in Britain. So that's 8 hours from my time, I think, right?
Yep.
So thank you everybody for coming out. Good night, good luck, don't go to France, and we'll be back next week with another Rose City by Night.
Vive la Rose